Why strength for OCR athlete and for obstacle course racing and for other exercises where we need to do different things within the training. Athletes who specialize in sports have something that's a little easier. It's easier to do cross training because we don't need to train a lot of things, and they know exactly, if you're a marathon runner, you know exactly you need to run a marathon. So when you do need to do some cross training, you do might be doing, as a runner, doing some cycling. As a cyclist, you might be doing running. As an OCR athlete, you can do running, you can do cycling as well, but you can't use it, but it's still very nice cross training. But we have a lot of other things. That's why strength is so important, and that's why we can mix up our training and have a lot of fun with this. So this is one of the reasons why strength training is important. We don't just need to train the legs, we need to train everything. Everything needs to be trained all the time. We have to be ready for everything. This is why strength training to as an OCR racer and participant is so important. So let's talk a little more of the other factors that are important. Limiting range of motion. There are a lot of running involved in OCR racing, and a lot of trouble I see with the athletes I work with is tight hips. You cannot fully move up your hips so you can use your hips for the entire motion and doing a correct running. So tight hips is a problem. One of the ways we can combat this is by doing lunges. Just do a deep lunge every day. So get in a deep lunge. Here, open up as much as you can so you can feel in the front of your body here, so you can feel all the way up. 2 to 3 minutes every day. Opening up your hips before your training is a very, very cool thing. Opening up these hips, there's a lot of other exercises. This was just a short, easy one that you can do. Another very, very important part of having strength training within your training regimen is weak connective tissue. So we need this connective tissue to help up and stabilize our entire body. You can work up and help all this connective tissue with doing a lot of foam rollings in the key areas, the big muscle groups. If you have the time, and especially a little longer series on your rest days, do a longer series of foam rolling, and in an ideal world, do 5-10 minutes of foam rolling, also for the relaxation and the health benefits and help prevent injury. This is a very, very good thing to do. And then for strength, I've just talked about general strength, but I haven't talked about general strength. So I have to move back to your feet. Is very important. We use them a lot in OCR racing, so don't forget your feet. Think about them then when you're not racing and in your everyday shoes. Find some shoes that are comfortable and where you can spread your feet and you have a wide toe box, and that's a flat shoe. That's very, very good. And then just a couple of things, actually. 2 things, 2 feet. There are 33 different points and in your feet. This means you have 66 possibilities or risk of injury within just your feet. So remember your feet and think about it. This turns very good back to your running and strengthening it up and mixing up your training. But let's get to the meat and the potatoes of strength training. The most important part for strength training for an OCR athlete is the big full body lift. So you need to do squats. For OTI athletes and my athletes, I like using front squats a lot because we activate the core a lot more, so I get a lot more bang for a buck, and we don't need to be strength training to get very big, strong, like a back squat. We don't need a huge weight on the squat. We need all the strength that comes from doing the squat. So that's why I use the front squat. You don't squat as much in the front squat as you do in the back squat. That was the first one. Deadlift. Deadlift is the second lift. I would say that's for an obstacle course racer is a fantastic tool, an essential tool. We can train the deadlift in a lot of different ways. We can train it with and training grip training at the same time. This is an important part of strength training. Remember your hands. I was supposed to end with this, but I jumped. So do the deadlift, but try to use your legs as little as possible, so you activate your so we do more like a hinge. A deadlift is a hinge, but we'll do a hinge, so just a slight bend in my knees, and then doing a hinge with my hips. So it's a hinge, boom, activating my entire core and my lower back. So we get this a lot stronger to help us move faster between the obstacles. So those two are the most important. And then pulling exercises. A lot of pulling exercises. My third thing I would say that you need to do is a pulling and pushing component, and I advocate a lot of the row. We don't do a lot of rowing, so pulling here, it can be with a sandbag, it could be with a barbell, with kettlebells, dumbbells, whatever you have. The row is so important, and then switch it up with some presses as well. And then of course, push-ups and pull-ups, always a fantastic tool, should be in everybody's training. And then let's finish off with the one that we need to incorporate in everything. That is grip strength. Train your grip as much as you can. You will meet a lot of odd objects and things that tax a lot on your grip. This is why I advocate a lot using strongman equipment. We get more explosive hips, get a good core activation as well, but we use our grip in nearly all exercises. It's fun, it's exciting. So this was just me rambling on why strength training is important. I will be posting a lot more videos with strength examples and mixing up your training a little. So keep on watching here on the channel. But underneath this video, I've made a link to my my OCR online group where you can go in and ask questions, and where I'll help you with your training. So jump on here, and as long as we're not that many within the group, I'm helping everybody personal. So if you jump within the group, as quick as possible, I will send you a personal message and ask you why you joined the group and how I can help you. Jump on the link down here, and I'll talk to you soon. If it's health, if it's weight loss, or if it's general strength, or just getting the last 10% to getting even faster within your next race, then jump on here and I'll help you. Thank you.